This video is an introduction to polynomials. Here is some information on the degree of polynomials. Polynomials consist of 1, monomials, or 2, a sum of monomials. So remember, sum meaning addition. Monomials is one term, meaning that it's a number or it's a variable, or it can also be a number and a variable multiplied together. One thing I wanted to note was that a polynomial's degree equals the highest degree among the monomials. If you look at the example below, we have a polynomial function to the fourth power. Because 4 is the highest exponent, the degree then of this polynomial is 4. Here is a key to help you with simplifying. The beginning problem is x squared plus x squared. Okay, when you're simplifying these two terms together, you have to recognize that really this is a 1x squared and this is also. So when you're combining these together, because x squared and x squared are like terms, essentially what you're doing is 1 plus 1, which is 2, and the like term is x squared. Notice nothing in the exponent is changing. When we look at the next example, x squared times x squared, this is very different. Now when we're multiplying, we're actually going to be adding 2 plus 2 to get 4. So our answer will be x to the fourth power. This is using the exponent properties, and whenever you're multiplying, you're really adding the exponents, which is why this is x to the fourth. Here we're adding and subtracting polynomials. This example is specifically for subtraction. First thing you want to pay attention to is that minus sign between the two values. Now that we are going to be subtracting these together, we need to look for the like terms. If you notice, there's an x cubed and here's another x cubed. Therefore, we'll be combining these together. I'm doing 4 minus 3, which is 1, and the like term is an x cubed. Okay, remember you don't need the 1 in front here, so we're just going to write it as x cubed. The next term, or the next value that I see that has an exponent that's lower, is this x squared. Notice there's no x squareds over here, which would leave us with a 0 minus negative x squared, which will be a plus x squared. Be very careful with your signs. Next, I'm moving to one term below the squared, which would be a single x. We have a negative 2x here, a plus x here. Remember, we're subtracting, so it's negative 2 minus 1. So negative 2 minus 1 would be a minus 3, and the like term was the x. And lastly, we're going to be combining the numbers. I have a 5 minus negative 4. Be very careful with the double negative, okay? 2 minuses is a positive. So I'm doing 5 plus 4, which will give me a 9. And then that's my final answer. Here we're going to be multiplying polynomials. You may recognize this as foiling. So first, outer, inner, last. Here you need to use the exponent properties. So I'm going to multiply the first terms. So x to the fourth times x cubed. I'm doing 4 plus 3 to give me x to the 7th. I'm multiplying the outer terms. So x to the 4th times negative 4 is a minus 4x to the 4th. Now the inner terms, I get minus 3x to the 4th. Okay, there's 3 x's here, 1 here, which is how we get the 4. And then we're multiplying the last terms. Negative 3 times negative 4 turns to a positive 12, so be careful with your sign, and x. Once we've multiplied this out, now we're going back to adding and subtracting. Notice how we have all plus and minus signs, so it's no longer multiplying. So basically what I'm doing is I'm combining like terms. I'm going to start with the largest exponent, so x to the 7th doesn't have anything to combine with, so that will stay. However, these two terms are the same, so I'm going to be doing negative 4 minus 3, which is a negative 7, and their like term is x to the 4th, and then we also have our 12x. Whenever you're writing your answers, you want to make sure that the exponents are decreasing. So 7's the largest, then 4, and then 1. So you always want to make sure you have them in order so it's descending in exponents. Okay, that's the end of our video.